Hello everyone, Ethan here. So today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about some more DIY homemade Halloween decorations for the 2019 fall season. And we're getting pretty much near the end of August. We're in about mid-August right now. So around this time is definitely when I, and I'm sure many other people, begin to like at least going through some of their decorations from past years and seeing what's what and getting everything organized. And that can include testing out light strands or any decorations that you have lit up. However, this is a good time of year to begin making any homemade decorations. You know, when you get a chance to, when you're not working, when you have some free time on the weekends, or you need something to do and you are thinking about making something homemade for the holidays or for Halloween, then this is a good time of year to kind of do this before it's time to start bringing stuff out and really starting to decorate. Because you don't want to be first making it as you're already putting other decorations up. You want to be ready to go ahead of time. You want to be pre-planned, in other words. So anyway, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit today about two edited decorations, I should say today, that were originally for Christmas a number of years ago. In fact, I believe the company was Mary Bright. I don't even know if they produce these anymore. They've made other things too. They made some snowmen and some trees like this. But these used to be wooden rope light Santas. So you can kind of tell by the face, it is a Santa face if you zoom in there with the beard. And you can see the hat on the top and the gloves and what would have been the suit. So basically what it was a wooden Santa with like multicolor rope lights around it. Some red, some blue. There might have been a little yellow in there for the belt. And as you know, rope lights are often known for, they blow out very easily if you bend them too hard, or they don't last very long. So basically what I started with, I ended up stripping the rope lights off both these Santas because they didn't work anymore, and there was no way I was going to put them out anymore with only some of the rope lights on and some off. So I completely stripped them down, and then for a year or two I just put regular lights around it. And what do you know, those stopped working too after about a year. So then I stripped them down and didn't use them for any Christmas display for about 3-4 years probably. I just kind of put them in the corner and that was the end of it. But then I decided 2 years ago in 2017 to make them into something else. So I spray painted them with black spray paint, and I drew a bunch of moons and stars on them to change them from Santas into wizards. Now this was very simple to do. I didn't put any lights around them because the paint originally was glow in the dark. Those aren't the original paint or the original color anymore. I changed them for 2018 into two different colors. Before it was green and purple on the other one, and then last year it was two kinds of like lime green that didn't light up, and you could see them like with your headlights on your car. They didn't need to be glowing to see them. So last year they weren't that significant in the Halloween display, at least in my opinion. In 2017 they were more out in front when they were fresh and new. So for the past 2 years they've been Santa wizards, I like to call them, for Halloween. But this year I'm going to be changing them again. And this year they're going to have more of a radioactive look going. So basically, instead of it being moons and stars, this year it's going to be like the biohazard symbol and the radiation symbol I'm going to be drawing onto them. Probably not as many, maybe only 4 or 5 altogether, because they're a little bit more complex to especially paint on, especially if you don't follow like one outline and you do it by hand. And they're also going to be holding those little marker flags in their hand as well. So basically, to do something like this, if you want to use like an already done Santa, you should try to find this kind of wooden Santa or any type of framed Santa where his face, it's not too Christmassy looking, just like a traditional face like this. And then you want to be able to spray paint it black. Now, neither of these decorations I would necessarily call vintage yet at this point. I do have another Santa with the rope lights on. I have a third one that's good. So that one, in case like they become very vintage and hard to find, I do have one of the originals yet. And but these two I changed. And so really you want the outline of this person or the figure you're going to use, and make sure whenever you get it, make sure it's not necessarily vintage, because then that's sort of a conflict for me, because then I hate to change it and ruin it if I know it's really worth something and really valuable. So just find an old kind of, I mean, you can tell these are a little worn and beaten up. The one's bent a little bit that I just spray painted when I zoom in. So you want something that, you know, you're not going to be afraid to, like, go over or wreck if need be. And then you just spray paint it and put your design on with a neon paint, or I definitely use a waterproof paint. This paint's waterproof. It doesn't glow and it's not neon, but it's waterproof. And then that's it. You're pretty much good to go. You might want to, I wrapped the face though, so I wouldn't get any of the spray paint on his face. So I'd wrap that to protect him, and that's what you would do for any piece of him. Like if you want to do 2-3 different colors on him, you just close off when you're spray painting one part, and that's pretty much it. All right, thanks for tuning in. This was just a quick video on what I plan to do with these previous Santas and previous Wizards. Now they're going to be little radioactive guards for like a radioactive container, a radioactive box. So this will be their third life pretty much for this outline and this frame now. All right, thanks for tuning in. Have a good day. Bye-bye.